Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome back to Outdoors with Larry Ray as we roll into show number 501. Thank you all you folks again for the great response to last week's 500 show. I had some people saying they just loved hearing that Cy Robertson segment again where he sings. And it was good to bring that back, him Rhodey back in there and all the other ones, Bill Dance and Hank Cherry. Oh, golly, had a lot of fun. This is First Saturday, which means we bring in the real two co-hosts now. We have been able to locate Gene Smith. He was on his front porch watching Restless Hours or something. I don't know. But good morning, Gene Smith.
Good morning. Yeah. Me with three phones and couldn't get none of them to work.
That's right. Well, you keep running over them. That's it. And, of course, Dave Gabbard is here. Good morning again, Dave.
Oh, yeah, good morning on this nice
warm Saturday, opening day of the gun season for us in the CWD unit of West Tennessee, and for all you black powder folks in the other areas. Well, you know, I hope I'm leaving after the show today. I'm heading to Hardeman County to hunt up there with my good friend Steve McPherson, and then who best to talk to early this Saturday morning, because I'm hoping he's busy as everything. I know he's prepared, but it's where I take my deer when I want to get them processed during the season, and that's our good friend Dave Payne from Dave's Deer Processing. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning. How are y'all?
Are you geared up, Dave?
We are ready to roll. That's for sure.
All right, talk about last weekend with the youth hunt. How did it go from your perspective?
Youth hunt was absolutely phenomenal.
I saw it. Yeah.
The weather was perfect. You know, it's always good to see the little kids come out there on their first deer anyway.
Yes.
But,
yeah.
Man, there was some trophies brought in.
There was, wasn't there? Because
there was some big deer.
Now, you can go to your Facebook page. You posted some photos, didn't you, Dave?
Yes, sir. We posted every year for the youth contest. We do a big buck contest.
Yes, and that kid.
And that goes off of the heaviest weight.
So what did that deer?
Antlers.
Yeah. So what did that deer weigh? I mean, the winning deer.
164.
Woo! Oh man.
He dressed out at 164. I believe he was a 7-point.
Yeah.
But he was field dressed out at 164.
Wow. How old was that kid? Yeah. How was it?
He was 6 years old.
Did y'all hear that, Dave Gabbard and Gene Smith? He was 6 years old.
But the deer?
No, not the deer. No.
No.
It was a little fella. I'll tell you what, the deer looked like it weighed 600 pounds, Dave.
It did, and it felt like it too.
Oh, I bet it did. It did that.
It was a great deer. His dad, matter of fact, said he'd never killed a deer that big in his life.
That happens. That's where you go.
Yeah, that's right.
It's like
we had a great juvenile contest. Great, group of kids came in. A lot of good deer killed. The weather was perfect.
It worked out.
That's all we can hope for.
Yeah, and you folks, if you're not familiar with Dave's place, tell them where you're located, Dave.
The physical address is 1365 Burrow Cemetery Road, just outside of Arlington. We're in between Arlington and Galloway.
Yeah,
right off of Highway 70.
Right off Highway 70. Once you go past Slingshot Charlie's,
Yep.
You better watch for it. You'll miss it, but you can follow the cars. And I know, Dave, last year was there was a load put on you and your family. This is a family business, right, Dave? I mean,
yes, sir, it is. Yep. Me and my wife, Melissa.
Yeah. So tell our listeners how you get ready for this season. You guys have done some different improvements and things along the line. Talk about that.
Yeah, we did. We added some more equipment inside that'll go a little faster. We added a 36-foot walk-in refrigerator trailer.
Yeah.
So we got the extra storage. We added a couple employees. So we pretty much added whatever we could add. To get us rocking and rolling and ready.
So how is the archery season? Was it above average from last year too, or has it been pretty good too?
Yeah, archery season was pretty good. It was good and steady. but again, we had a lot of good weather.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. So that brings the people out. When it's in the high 90s, it's hard to get out.
It's hard to get. I mean, that velvet hunt and all these different kind of things. But when you get today, it's going to be 75 in the mid 75 today. So your hours now. Tell our listeners now. So what's the kick-up hours here?
We open at 9.
Open at 9 this morning.
Open at 9 this morning, and we will be open from 9 in the morning to 8 o'clock at night, 7 days a week for the remainder of the season.
Amazing. And Dave, you have a real life too. Tell our listeners what that is.
I do. I'm also a deputy sheriff for Shelby County.
And you've been in that position for how long?
Coming up on 25 years.
25 years, folks. So these are good folks that are doing it. I know that it's where I take my deer. You can go to lroutdoors.com, my website. Right there, it'll give you all the information about Dave's deer processing and the location. And I know, Dave Gabbard, in your years as a game warden, and what we say, that opening day was always a day that you guys were out trying to help people and not trying to scare them and everything, right? I mean,
oh yeah, out and just make sure that everybody was being safe and dealing with a few landowners that were having problems with some people that didn't know how to ask permission.
Yes, yeah.
So.
And Gene, you're the same way. I know you love to hear those things about kids killing deer last weekend, don't you, Gene?
Oh, my sister's stepson got a deer this weekend, first one.
Yeah. See, that's what this thing is about, and I know it's hard work for Melissa and Dave and all the crew at the deer processing. But I'm going to tell you, Dave, if I get a deer today, I'll look just as happy as a 6-year-old. Okay, I mean,
that's right.
I'm an old man, and I sighted my rifle in at Dave Gabbard's on. Let's see, when was that, Dave? We did that on Wednesday, and so the only reason if I don't hit one, it's because of me, right, Dave Gabbard? So
yeah,
So if you hear me coming, you'll hear me coming in, Dave. Okay, and it's kind of crazy here, Dave, because Dave Gabbard lives on a cemetery road too. I only know 2 people on cemetery roads, and Dave Gabbard lives in Lexington on a cemetery road, and here you are right there. But, buddy, thank you for being with us. Thank you for being part of the Outdoors of Larry Ray team. And, again, folks, that's Dave's Deer Processing. And tell them what you're ready for today, right?
That's it. We're ready to roll. If anybody has any questions, you can call or send us a text. 901-870-2819, and as soon as we get unbusy, we will answer as fast as we can.
As soon as you do.
Know that we'll be there open from 9 in the morning to 8 at night. We'll pull all CWD samples. We'll walk anybody through any CWD questions. We also do a CWD insurance program.
Yes.
So we got quite a few options on our menu. So if you got any questions, feel free to call or stop by and see us.
And I guarantee you there'll be folks there today, whether they killed a deer or not. They want to see them in. I mean, it's a gathering place.
That's right.
Dave Payne, thank you, buddy. I hope to see you later on today sometime, okay? Save me a parking place about 2 blocks away, okay?
That's right. All right, Larry. Have a good one,
All right,
man.
buddy. We'll
good
see
luck.
you. All right, Dave Payne.
Bye-bye.
All right, Dave Payne. I love to go to deer processors. Gene Smith.
Oh yeah, Webster. Yeah. Remember Webster's up there?
Oh man, yeah, we'd go to Webster's and
200 deer on opening day.
Yeah, and they're in Bolivar, and there's just something about it, and I know Dave Gabbard, you do too. I mean, it's fun to.
Oh yeah, and being today as warm as it's going to be, probably.
Yeah.
I was going to ask Dave if he had any tips. A lot of people. My tip would be, I would. Make sure you get that animal field dressed as soon as possible.
As soon as possible, yeah.
To have it start cooling down a little bit, because it might be, because you can kill
you can
today,
kill. Yes.
one antlered deer, plus down there where you are, you could kill 3 antlerless deer. You know, no problem.
Yeah, that's what it is today. That's antlerless bag limit for this this hunt today is 3 a day. You know, I mean, okay, you can kill a lot of does if you want to do that, but the buck limit's the same. But anyway, he's a wonderful guy, folks. You know, I wouldn't shortchange you on any of that, but this has got to set the tone today, because a little bit later we're going to talk to gunsmith Keith Warner, and I'm going to hook up Dave Gabbert and Keith Warner, and they can talk guns with me and Gene. Just sit back and listen. I can tell
you. Go.
I know that for a fact. Gene, you got a pun? You got me a pun, Gene?
Oh yeah, this bum was at Rodeo Drive. You know, the big rich neighborhood.
Yes.
He was trying to panhandle some money and met this nice-looking lady come out of the store. She's all dressed to the nines.
Yes.
He said, "Ma'am, I ain't ate anything in 3 days." She said, "Boy, I wish I had your stick-to-ituity." Your willpower.
Willpower. The word Mel Tillis was trying to come out of you there.
That's right.
Yeah, give me some willpower right there. But Gene Smith, I know there's a lot of kids out there today. There's a lot of adults out there today hunting on this day that were taught hunter education by Gene Smith. So you folks make Gene proud today. We hope you have a safe hunt, and we're going to stress that throughout this show. Right, Gene?
Yes, sir.
Make sure what your target is, right, Dave Gabbard?
Oh, yeah.
That's
and
right.
what lies beyond it.
Yeah. Do what now?
And what lies beyond it.
Yes, and what's beyond it. That's a great line. And so just don't get your target, what's beyond it. All right, let's take a break, come back. We'll talk a little turkey. I know we talked fall turkey earlier. We're talking about the man who, I don't know how many turkeys he killed. He doesn't talk about that, but he talks about how us can help him. He's written a book called Bad Birds. Oh, man. Wait till you hear this guy. We'll be right back on Outdoors with Larry Ray with Jim Spencer.
Oh, yeah.